Peter, I know you love this game. Eagles, Bucks in a battle of unbeatens. Give me a bold prediction.
The Buccaneers win this game outright. Forget about the point spread and talking about how much the difference is there. I think the Buccaneers at home beat the Eagles for the third straight time. They've had Philly's number. They are not scared of them. And Baker Mayfield, whether you think he's all-world and in the same conversation as Lamar and Allen or not, the guy just wins when it matters most. I've got the Buccaneers beating the Eagles on Sunday.
I'd feel better if Mike Evans wasn't hurt. We'll see if Bucca pick up the slack. It's a really good game.
Let me talk my shit again.
What it do? This is the Talk My Shit Again podcast. I'm your humbly hostile host, Cassius Cliff. It is week 4. We're going to be seeing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Tampa yet again. For some reason, the schedulers love to put us in Tampa. But when it comes down to it, there's no excuses to be made. Not only is our injury report looking pretty good, considering all the guys that play vital roles on the offense and defense had full practices going into the weekend. A guy that I've been banging the table to not only get benched, but to get cut. Adoree Jackson is not going to be suited up tomorrow. Very unlikely that he'll be out there. So without Ja'Cory Bennett, very possibly no Adoree Jackson, we will be seeing Kelee Ringo. Hopefully his hips are a little more fluid than usual, and he's going to be playing competent cornerback 2 position football, and his defense takes off. Because we've been waiting for that, I think, since the beginning of the season. We've seen decent play. We've seen them stand up tall in the fourth quarter. But we've yet to see these guys make big plays early and often, aside from the one interception by Zach Bond last week. This defense still has a ways to go. And I know once that cornerback 2 position is solidified, we're going to be in phenomenal shape. And I know with the cornerback 2 position being one huge point of emphasis, to me, Jalen Carter's going to have to step up. I mean, he's an all-pro for a reason. Don't get me wrong. Clearly, he's dealing with something, either his wrist or his arm, so that's definitely been holding him back somewhat, as well as not being in great football shape at this point in time because he was missing time in training camp. But I know well and good, him being a former all-pro and really being a demon in the trenches, it doesn't matter if it's a great guard or even being double coverage, he's going to create pressure. He's going to push that pocket back into the lap of the quarterback. Once he decides to make plays like this and really match the level of Jordan Davis, this defense and really that D-line in general is going to take off. I firmly believe our inability to get to the quarterback has a lot to do with what Jalen Carter has not given us at this point in time. Not to blame him solely, but I know how this D-line is tenacious and really virtually unblockable when he's playing at his best. And it's fun to watch. I know it's scary for other teams and other fans to watch, but for me, it is fun as a fan because we're unblockable at that point. And mentioning Kelee Ringo, I think I would be remiss if I didn't mention Quinyon Mitchell and what he's done up to this point in the season, because it's nothing short of phenomenal. Going against Davante Adams and Puka Nacua, one of the best receiver duos in all of football, is no small feat. And what he did in that last game should definitely be celebrated. Against Davante Adams, 5 targets, 2 catches, 12 yards. Puka Nacua, 1 target, 1 catch for 8 yards. I mean, you got to tip your hat to that. In the first 3 weeks of the season, in 116 coverage snaps, 18 targets, 10 catches for a whopping 27 yards per game. Absolute stud. We just need a running mate for Quinyon Mitchell, and we know if not, I'm going to let you know right now. This defense is going to be top 5 again, if not one of the best, with Jalen Carter playing at his best level and a competent cornerback too. Our linebackers are solidified. Our edge will be able to get home once that pocket's getting pushed back, and this defense will take off. But when it comes to this game specifically, and us going against Todd Bowles in that defense that loves to blitz, loves to play single-man coverage, we got to exploit that. And we have to exploit that in the pass game. Because the last time Devontae Smith saw this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team without A.J. Brown, his running mate, in that playoff game, which we all know well and good, we flushed that game down the toilet because that was an ugly playoff game. One of the most demoralizing playoffs games I've watched in a very long time. Wasn't close, especially when it got to the second half. But Smitty was absolutely getting whatever he wanted. It didn't matter. It was going down the seam, down deep, down the field, finding soft spots in the zone, 5-yard outs. It didn't matter. Smitty was having his way and having a phenomenal day. On 12 targets, 8 catches, 148 yards. If that's not his career high, that's definitely close to his career high. And he had a phenomenal day. I would have liked for the game and really the score to reflect how he performed, because the way he performed was valiant, and really I respected it a lot, because without AJ out there, it was really on him. I know that Dallas Goedert, he caught a touchdown in this game, but when it came to the passing game, it was really on Smitty and a little bit of Goddard here and there. And he did all he could. But when it comes down to the one and sole time in which we beat this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team, led by Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni, A.J. Brown had a fucking day. And this game was not even close. If you guys remember the legendary streak that A.J. went on when it came to either 5 or 6 games consecutive with 125 yards or more, I want to say it began with this game, going against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, this is after the game in which we had no answers for the blitz, and ultimately it looked like Jalen Hurts was absolutely owned by Todd Bowles. Like Jalen Hurts it's like he forgot how to play quarterback when he saw Todd Bowles, really on the sideline and the Buccaneers across from him. But the one game in which we had A.J. Brown, we dominated this game. On 14 targets, 9 catches, A.J. had 131 yards. I mean, you see the score right here. This game wasn't close. Yes, the Buccaneers scored a touchdown with 10 minutes to go, but that's all she wrote after that. Really, when the game was in the balance and it meant something, it was not close by any stretch. I'm going to go ahead and be honest. The Bucs put zero fear in my heart. I mean, we're talking about fraudulent, fake demons here. Yes, they're 3-0 just like our Eagles, and that deserves a level of respect. I understand that. But when it takes 3 comeback from behind victories against the Texans, Falcons, and Jets, their records are combined 1-8. So our 3-0s are not remotely the same. And guys like Peter Schrager that like to beat the table for a guy like Baker Mayfield, that shit baffles me, because what they say is not backed up by facts remotely. He said he wins games when they matter the most. I thought that was the playoffs. And when you look at Baker Mayfield's playoff record, this shit is not impressive. 2-3, one of those being as a Cleveland Brown, the other one against the Philadelphia Eagles without A.J. Brown. Like, this is what happens when A.J. Brown plays the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with a guy like Baker Mayfield on the other side. Unlike Jalen Hurts, he can't come back from down 19. That's not in him. That's not in his blood. I get it, and it's been made abundantly clear. It was already clear to me, but it's been cemented for me now. If you're a quarterback that plays the kind of style that Jalen Hurts plays, and you're drafted in the second round or later, you'll never be able to prove yourself to a guy like Peter Schrager. You'll never be able to prove yourself to the haters. It's just not going to happen. You got to accept it and move on, which is not an issue for me. But if you're a guy like Baker Mayfield, who's already been on his 4th team under 10 years, had little to no success, has an under 500 record in the playoffs, never been an All-Pro, never sniffed a conference championship, you get the longest runway you could even think or imagine. That shit is crazy to me. But I understand it now, and it's fine. I'm not here to even have people gas my quarterback up. I think myself, including the fans, are enough. We don't need anybody else. We get it, and ultimately, like I've said to a lot of people, I don't need hypotheticals. Reality is good enough for me. But the fact that he could say that we're going to lose to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 3 times consecutively, well, we have all our guys in this game, and Tristan Wirfs as well as Chris Godwin are going to be playing their first game of the season, and there's no Mike Evans, and Baker Mayfield's dealing with a bicep injury, and you expect us to lose. You know what? It is what it is. It's fine. But I know well and good, we're going to not only are we going to humble the Buccaneers, we're going to have a comfortable, dominant victory in their house. And that's the way I like it, because I'm about that. I like the smoke. I have no issues. I have no issues saying how I feel and talking my shit, as well as owning the L and eating the crow. That's not a problem for me. But when I tell you I have zero stress going into this game and the utmost confidence in this team, that's how I feel. 28-14, if not 28-10 victory in Tampa. This is the Talk My Shit Again podcast. I'm your humbly hostile host, Cassius Cliff. If you have not done so already, please like, share, subscribe, as well as comment. It goes a long way. Thank you in advance. See you to the next one. Go Birds.